Yo, pause everything right now. What I'm about to tell you is so insane, so straight up stupid, and so cold-blooded that the entire rap game is still in shock 2 days later. Imagine this. You just got out the feds after doing 3 years on a gun charge. You're sitting on federal house arrest with a big OL ankle monitor strapped to your leg, GPS tracking your every single step 24/7. But instead of chilling at home like you're supposed to, you load up with your crew, grab an AK-style pistol, roll into a Dallas studio, put your own label boss, Gucci Mane himself, at gunpoint, rob him blind for Rolexes, jewelry, cash, and his wedding ring. Then force him to sign papers releasing you from the 1017 contract while your phone is recording the whole thing.
Major news out of the music industry today. Rappers by the stage names of Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 have been arrested along with several others. And they're accused of robbing and kidnapping another rap.
That ain't a movie scene, bruh. That's exactly what Pooh Shiesty allegedly did on January 10th. But here's the part that got the whole internet screaming. The same ankle monitor that was supposed to keep him locked down? That GPS device became the biggest snitch in rap history and put him right at the scene of the crime. Fans are losing their minds, emotions running high, and the betrayal cuts deeper than anything we've seen in years. How the hell did Pooh think he was gonna pull this off? Stick around, family, because this story is about to get way wilder. You not ready? But let me take you back to the very beginning so you can feel how crazy this betrayal really is. Pooh Shiesty, real name Launtrell Williams Jr., was one of Gucci Mane's biggest signings on the 1017 label. Gucci had put him on, gave him that platform after he came home from doing serious time on that federal gun case. Fans were hyped. Everybody thought this was going to be a mentor-student relationship that could shake up the game. But behind the scenes, emotions were already running high. Pooh was reportedly frustrated with the contract terms, feeling like he wasn't getting the freedom or the money he deserved. He wanted out. Bad. Fast forward to January 10th, 2026. Pooh Shiesty reaches out and sets up what everyone thought was a normal business meeting at a recording studio in Dallas, Texas. He tells Gucci Mane and 2 other music industry professionals that they need to sit down and discuss the contract like grown men. Gucci, being the boss he is, flies into Dallas that afternoon with his security, thinking it's just another day in the music business. Little did he know, this meeting was about to turn into one of the most shocking armed takeovers the rap game has ever seen. According to the federal criminal complaint, things started calm. They're inside the studio, talking business in the control room. But as soon as Gucci refuses to release Pooh from the contract right then and there, the whole vibe flips. Pooh gets agitated. Voices start rising. And then boom, he reaches into a bag and pulls out what prosecutors describe as a black AK-style pistol. He points it straight at Gucci Mane's face and demands he sign the release papers immediately. Fans are shocked when they hear this part. Gucci Mane, the ice cream tattoo legend, the man who built an empire, staring down the barrel of a gun from his own artist. One of the co-conspirators, reportedly Big 30, Rodney Wright Jr., even pulls out his phone and starts recording the whole thing while Gucci is forced to say on camera that he's releasing Pooh Shiesty from the 1017 contract. Imagine the pressure. Gun to your head, your own signed artist turning on you like that. Emotions ran high in that room, bruh. Gucci had no choice but to sign.
You thought Sam Smith was going to sing the hook.
They were going to sing the hook. And then, I think Skylar Grey.
But it didn't stop there. While Pooh held Gucci at gunpoint, the rest of the crew, total 9 people including Pooh's own father, Launtrell Williams Sr., executed what the DOJ is calling a coordinated armed takeover. They pulled out more firearms, blocked the doors so nobody could leave, and started robbing everybody in sight. Rolex watches, designer jewelry, cash, Gucci's wedding ring, earrings, even a Louis Vuitton bag and AirPods got snatched. One of the other victims got choked from behind so hard he almost lost consciousness. Scratches on his neck and wrist were later documented in the court files as proof.
Others. And they're accused of robbing and kidnapping another rapper going by the name of Gucci Mane. All happened at gunpoint, apparently, in Dallas. The Department of Justice revealing new details on that investigation today.
This wasn't some random stick-up. This was personal. This was betrayal at the highest level. Pooh Shiesty wasn't just robbing a rich rapper. He was robbing the man who gave him his biggest shot in the industry. The label family was left divided in the worst way possible. How do you come back from pointing a gun at your own boss? Now here comes the first major twist that got everybody talking. While all this chaos was going down, Pooh Shiesty was supposed to be on strict federal home confinement. He had just come home from doing time on a previous gun conviction, and he was wearing an ankle monitor that tracked his every move with GPS. He wasn't even supposed to be in Dallas that day, let alone inside a studio pulling triggers and robbing people. But he did it anyway. He rolled deep with his crew from Memphis all the way to Texas, thinking he was slick.
The department is laying out some details about this crime involving some big-name rappers, Gucci Mane, and two other industry pros who were apparently kidnapped and robbed, according to the Justice Department.
Little did he know, that same ankle monitor he was trying to ignore was about to become the loudest snitch in hip-hop history. Federal investigators later used the electronic monitoring data to place Pooh Shiesty exactly at the studio during the exact time of the robbery. That GPS didn't lie. It told the feds precisely where he was when he should have been at home.
Yes, the saga of Gucci Mane and his rap music rival Pooh Shiesty does continue today. The FBI says now all 9 suspects have been arrested, the most recent in Georgia.
On top of that, the crew made another rookie mistake. Within hours of leaving the studio, some of the suspects started flexing on social media, posting pictures and videos wearing what looked like the exact Rolexes and jewelry they had just stolen. The feds caught all of that too. Social media posts, cell phone records, rental car documents, license plate readers, hotel stays, everything was stacking up against them. The betrayal hit different when people realized Pooh's own father was allegedly involved in planning and helping with the logistics, like renting the getaway vehicles. That's family turning on family business. The rap community was split. Some fans were screaming Pooh went too far, while others were saying contract disputes get ugly, but this? Emotions were everywhere. King academics went live and couldn't believe it. Shade room comments were exploding. No Jumper was breaking it down frame by frame. The whole internet was asking the same question. How did Pooh Shiesty think he could rob Gucci Mane while the government was literally watching his footsteps? But wait, we're just getting started. Because what happened after they left that studio and how the feds built this case is even wilder. The drama, the evidence, the reactions from inside the industry. It keeps getting deeper. But wait, we're just getting started. Because what happened after they left that studio and how the feds built this case is even wilder. The drama, the evidence, the reactions from inside the industry. It keeps getting deeper. After the armed takeover ended, the crew allegedly fled the scene thinking they had pulled off the perfect crime. But the mistakes kept piling up like dominoes. Hours later, some of the suspects couldn't resist the urge to flex. They started posting on social media, flashing Rolex watches, heavy jewelry chains, and designer pieces that matched exactly what was taken from Gucci Mane and the other victims. One suspect allegedly posted a picture rocking a stolen Rolex. Another was seen in videos with jewelry that looked identical to Gucci's missing items, including that flashy 1017 chain. The feds caught every single post. Social media became their own courtroom evidence. Meanwhile, Pooh Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., known in Memphis streets as Mob Boss, was allegedly deep in the planning. Prosecutors say he helped rent the cars, coordinated the logistics, and even participated in the execution. Imagine that, a father helping his son rob and kidnap at gunpoint. The family was left divided in the worst possible way. Some relatives were reportedly shocked, while others stayed silent as the raids began. Emotions ran high in Memphis when the FBI kicked in doors. Neighbors said they saw agents swarming the Williams family homes. Fans were posting free Pooh 1 minute and this is crazy, he snitched on himself the next. The rap community couldn't stop talking. Then came the second massive twist that had everybody screaming. The ankle monitor. Pooh Shiesty was still under federal home confinement from his previous gun case. That chunky GPS device on his ankle was supposed to keep him locked at home. Instead, it became the biggest rat in the entire operation. Federal investigators pulled the electronic monitoring data and it placed Lontrell Williams Jr., Pooh Shiesty, right inside the Dallas studio at the exact time of the robbery. He was nowhere near his approved residence. The GPS didn't miss a beat. It showed him traveling from Memphis to Dallas, being at the studio for hours, and then leaving. That data, combined with cell phone pings, license plate readers on the highways, and rental car records, built a steel-tight timeline.
Yes, the saga of Gucci Mane and his rap music rival Pooh Shiesty does continue today. The FBI says now all 9 suspects have been arrested, the most recent in Georgia.
Big 30, whose real name is Rodney Wright Jr., didn't make it any better. Prosecutors say he barricaded the door so nobody could escape and was actively involved in the choking incident that left one victim almost unconscious. And yes, he's the one who allegedly recorded Gucci Mane being forced to sign the contract release at gunpoint. That video, if it exists as evidence, is going to be devastating in court. The betrayal felt personal because Big 30 was also connected through the same Memphis rap circle that Gucci had supported. As the investigation heated up, the rap blogs and YouTube channels went into overdrive. King Academics did a whole live breakdown saying, "Bro really had the monitor on and still tried to play gangster? That's wild." Shade Room comments were flooded with people saying Pooh thought he was untouchable, and Gucci didn't deserve this after putting so many Memphis artists on. Breakfast Club had heated debates about contract disputes in the industry turning violent. No jumper clips were pulling old interviews where Pooh talked about loyalty, and now fans were calling him out for the ultimate disloyalty. Forgotten Kings TV and Candidly Cassie-style channels were mixing street talk with legal analysis, asking how a guy fresh out the feds could risk life in prison again. But the story took another turn when the arrests started rolling in. On April 1st and 2nd, 2026, the FBI and local task forces hit hard. 8 of the 9 charged individuals were arrested in coordinated raids across Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. Pooh Shiesty, his father, Big 30, and others like Kadarius Waters, Terrence Rogers, Demarion Gibson, and more were taken into custody. The 9th suspect was still being sought at the time of the DOJ announcement. All of them now face federal charges of kidnapping and conspiracy to commit kidnapping, crimes that carry up to life in prison if convicted. Court appearances have already begun and the tension is thick. During initial hearings, prosecutors laid out the mountain of evidence: the ankle monitor GPS data, social media flexing, surveillance from nearby buildings, hotel records, and witness statements from the victims. One victim reportedly told investigators they truly believed they were going to be executed that day in the studio. The fear in that room was real. Gucci Mane himself has stayed relatively quiet publicly, but sources close to him say he's focused on moving forward while cooperating with authorities as needed. The industry is watching closely because this case could set a scary precedent for how contract beefs are handled. Fans are still divided. Some are defending Pooh, saying the music business is cutthroat and he was just trying to get what he felt he earned. Others are calling it straight-up greed and stupidity. Robbing your own mentor while wearing a government tracker? That's next-level shiesty. The family drama is real too. Pooh's father sitting in court next to his son has left a lot of people in Memphis emotional. Mob boss was supposed to guide his son, not help him walk into a federal trap. And just when you think it can't get more dramatic, reports surfaced that some of the stolen jewelry might still be out there or already moved. The feds are still piecing together where everything went. This case is far from over. Multiple twists are still coming. Possible plea deals, more arrests, and maybe even testimony from inside the studio that day. The rap game is holding its breath. Contract disputes happen every day, but turning a business meeting into an armed kidnapping and robbery while on house arrest? That's a level of bold most artists wouldn't even dream of. Pooh Shiesty rolled the dice with the feds watching his every step, and the GPS made sure he lost. The rap game is holding its breath. Contract disputes happen every day, but turning a business meeting into an armed kidnapping and robbery while on house arrest? That's a level of bold most artists wouldn't even dream of. Pooh Shiesty rolled the dice with the feds watching his every step, and the GPS made sure he lost. As the case moves forward, the emotional weight is hitting everyone involved differently. Gucci Mane, who has been through more wars than most in this industry, is reportedly staying focused on his family and business while the legal process plays out. Sources close to him say he never expected this kind of betrayal from someone he put on. The pain of having your own artist pull a gun on you in a place that's supposed to be for creating music, that cuts deep. Fans have been flooding Gucci's social media with support messages like "Stay strong, King," and "Real ones don't fold." But you can feel the disappointment in the air. The mentor-student bond that looked so promising is now shattered, possibly forever. On the other side, Pooh Shiesty's camp is in complete chaos. His father, sitting in the same federal building facing serious time alongside his son, has left the Williams family divided. Some relatives are said to be angry, feeling that the decisions made that day destroyed multiple lives in one sweep. Others are staying silent, hoping for some kind of miracle in court. The street code that Pooh once rapped about is now being tested in the harshest way. Many old friends from Memphis are torn. Do they ride or do they distance themselves? The loyalty that was once loud is now quiet. Emotions are running extremely high in the city that raised him. What makes this story even spicier is how the entire rap industry is reacting. Veteran artists who have seen label drama before are shaking their heads. Some are saying privately that contract issues should never reach this level of violence. Others are using it as a cautionary tale. When you mix street mentality with the music business and federal supervision, this is what can happen. Academics went hard on Stream, saying, "Bro had the monitor on and still thought he was in a movie? That's not street smart, that's street dumb." Breakfast Club debated whether the music industry needs better protection for artists during contract negotiations. Shade Room turned the comment section into a full battlefield, with fans arguing Pooh was right to want out versus there's a right way and a wrong way. This was dead wrong. Even bigger names in the game are watching closely. Whispers are floating around that this case could affect how future label deals are structured, especially with artists who have criminal backgrounds. Some managers are already telling their clients to be extra careful when meeting people from their past. The fear is real. If a signed artist can do this to his own boss, what stops others from trying something similar? Right now, all 9 defendants are facing heavy federal charges: kidnapping, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, and related armed robbery counts. If convicted, life sentences are on the table. Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, his father, and the rest are looking at potentially spending the rest of their lives behind bars because of one reckless night. The ankle monitor that was meant to restrict him ended up being the evidence that sealed his fate. That GPS data, combined with social media posts, rental records, and witness testimony, created a case so strong that prosecutors moved fast. But here's the thing. The story isn't fully written yet. Will there be plea deals? Will someone flip and testify against the others? Will that alleged video of Gucci being forced to sign the contract ever surface publicly? Will more people get charged? These unanswered questions are keeping the whole rap world glued to every court update. The drama is far from over, family. This entire situation is a perfect example of how fast things can spiral when ego, money, and street mentality mix with federal supervision. Pooh Shiesty had the world watching him after coming home, and instead of building, he chose to destroy. The GPS didn't just catch him, it exposed the whole plan. What was supposed to be a quick score turned into a federal nightmare that dragged in his father, his day one friends, and possibly ended careers before they could even peak. The rap game has seen betrayals before, but this one hits different because it was so avoidable. All that planning, all that risk, just to end up caught by the very device that was supposed to keep him free. That's the ultimate plot twist nobody saw coming. So there you have it, family. The full wild story of how Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed Gucci Mane while on federal house arrest and got caught by his own GPS ankle monitor. What started as a contract dispute exploded into an armed kidnapping and robbery that has the entire rap industry talking. Betrayal, greed, family involvement, rookie mistakes, and federal surveillance all collided in one chaotic night in Dallas. Emotions ran high, fans are still divided, and the legal consequences could be life-changing for everyone involved. The big questions still remain. Will Pooh and his crew beat these charges? Will Gucci Mane speak out more? Will this case change how artists handle contract beefs in the future? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. Never underestimate the power of technology when you're playing with fire. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Was Pooh Shiesty move the dumbest play in rap history, or do you feel he was justified in wanting out of the contract? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments right now. Team Pooh or Team Gucci? Who do you blame the most, Pooh, his father, or the industry itself? Let me know if you want me to do a follow-up when new court updates drop. If you're new here and love this type of real mixed spicy rap news with all the facts and drama, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a drop. We bring you the hottest, most detailed breakdowns before anybody else. Share this video with your rap group chat because everybody needs to see how crazy this situation really got. Thank you for watching all the way through. Stay safe, stay smart, and remember, the feds are always watching, especially when you forget you're wearing a snitch on your ankle. This is your boy signing off. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.